So here we go on Mesmer. Mesmer is another mage type class, a light armor wearing class, and it is a illusion master. Like that's really what they do. Like we're going to start off here by throwing stuff, and then you'll see that clones come out. Now, the cool thing is mobs actually and players can't tell the difference between these and you. Now, there's a little small tells because obviously they don't do anything but sit there, right? So you have to be wary of things like, you know, your movement. So if you stand here and you attack just like them, now you're not going to do a lot of damage, but a player's not going to be able to see you. Now, when you're fighting mobs, it doesn't matter. You can go all out because they're not going to see that. They're just going to see these guys as you, and they're going to keep fighting them until they kill them. And yeah, they'll kill them relatively fast, and you can also sacrifice them, to make them explode and stuff like that and deal tons of damage. And the Mesmer is probably one of the most unique classes in the game. I've never seen a class like this in any other game I've ever played, and I think that's what makes it so cool. You can go invisible. It's just really crazy. This class right here is probably going to be your biggest, this is probably going to be one of those classes that you're going to have to figure out how to fight against, because this class is going to be all up in your stuff all the time. Like any other class, you can kind of just learn and just figure it out. But with this class, I'm telling you, when you fight against this class, you're not going to know what the hell is going on. You're not going to know if you're being jumped. You're not going to know if there's a small raid or just one dude at the end of it. So you're going to tell people you got jumped, and it's not going to be true. You didn't get jumped, but it's going to feel like that, definitely. And as you can see, you just keep shattering your clones against them. It's just a crap load of damage. It's actually one of your main damage mechanics in the game for the Mesmer, is to shatter and sacrifice the clones that you actually make. You can hide them. You don't have to shatter them if you don't want to, but those seem to be the most popular builds. And as you can see, how many you actually get just from auto attacking and stuff like that. So very unique, very unique. And you can open up portals. So boof. Oh, I want to go back to the other side. Boof. So you can actually put a portal here and a portal over there, and you can port in it. It's really cool how that works. So create a field that rips boons from the target. The target doesn't really have any boons, but if he did, you would be ripping them from them. And I believe this one does something similar as well. Random conditions to foes and boons to allies. So that's really cool. You can be very slippery with this class. And I know it doesn't seem that fun when I'm playing it or whatever, but I just don't know how to fully play the class, to be honest. This is one of the light classes. Like I said, when it comes to light classes, it's all about necro for me. So, but you can actually watch a lot of videos of this class or whatever and learn and find someone that actually does specific stuff for Mesmers. I just really want to show you guys the base class. So here we have the Chronomancer. The Chronomancer is the Heart of Thorns Mesmer Elite Specialization. Now, the class went from being a really squishy glass cannon to a very tanky caster, is what I would say. And it's actually pretty cool. The whole theme of this class is time and being able to shift time. I mean, come on, Chronomancer, you guys should get that. But being able to have a shield is just really cool in my mind. And to be honest, guys, you're doing the same thing as you were as a regular Mesmer. You're sacrificing your clones and stuff like that. And you're still opening up portals, teleporting over here. Boom, I'm back. And in PvE, you kind of work as a buffer. You get to keep buffing people with stuff like quickness and I believe lacrities or something like that, which is reducing the cooldown of skills. Let's see how they were green right there. So you would use, I believe this skill right here, destroys all your clones and creates a rift in space continuum. When it expires, you will revert back to this point. Okay, so that's actually not the skill. Well, actually it does. It gives you 1 second per each what you call it. And it's 25% skill recharge rate. So your skills basically come off a cooldown a lot faster, which is really cool. And I believe they're a tank as well. So I think that's their role in PvE is to tank, which a lot of people may be like, what the hell? Why do I want to tank with like a caster type class? Um, it's just a very unique class. You know what I mean? It takes you either love this class or you hate it. I mean, I don't think there's like any like really in between with this class. It's a very weird class. I can never like main this class. I can never really stick to it. And I have played it a bit in PvP, but as far as PvE, no, I don't really like this class at all, to be honest with you guys. But it does have some pretty cool skills. I'll actually show you guys some of that right now. Let's go away, because all of these skills right here on the board are actually not for this class. I'll show you. My bad. You guys are like, Vox, why are you not showing us the actual skills? Okay. Should get rid of that clone because he's probably keeping this in combat. Okay, so here you have all these weird clock looking things. They're wells. And they're all pretty cool. Let's actually use one here. Boom, floats him up. And that guy's pretty much wrecked once he gets loaded up like that. Wow. And this one gives you ages and stability, which is cool. They all have some really funky sounds to them right now. Final damage. That's really cool. It does a lot of final damage. And a well of recall. Whatever this does. Oh, this actually reduces the skill cooldowns as well, which is really cool by 25%. We'll get out of combat, and I'll show you the very last one. So you have your heal right here, which I believe heals people, yeah, 5 targets. So that's really cool. The ending heal is 4,800, which is pretty high. Let's check this last one, which is Well of Action. So it puts slows and it does quickness. Really cool class. Really cool class. Very unique. So if you're a type of person like me where I play most games based on the classes. So if the game doesn't have a class that I really want to play at the moment, then I probably won't play that game. And that's just how I am. But this is definitely a very unique class. The blocks are even kind of cool, and this thing comes back and it'll follow you, so you can kind of kill thieves and stuff like that with it. This poor mob. And you can still shatter stuff, and it just still feels really good. Well, I just blew all of them up, so So here you have the Mirage. The Mirage trades in a shield for an axe. The capability to wield the axe. And the axe is really cool because it's a really nice condition weapon. And it's just very it's just very cool, to be honest. Like, look at all the stuff you can do. And now instead of dodging, you have phasing. So when you actually try to dodge, you don't actually roll, you phase, and you're able to continue attacking while you do that. And look how many conditions that the axe kind of like, you know, puts on people. It's really nice. And another thing is your teleport now also does damage and puts confusion on the target as well. If these things were fighting back, you would see that they would take a lot of damage. Let's actually switch some of these skills out for some of the actual Mirage skills. And as you can see, I don't know where this dude's going, but or why this elementalist was just standing there. That's very weird, but we're gonna fight her anyway. Oh, Wow, I almost got caught in that storm. And I can shatter everything on her like before. And I know it seemed like there was multiple people there, but it was just my clones, which which is really cool, and it overwhelms people like no other. Like you don't even know. All right, so let's get out of combat so we can actually switch skills. We should be getting out of combat right now. Okay, so we'll switch to all the Mirage little skills just to show you guys. And so here we have Mirage Mirror, which is their heal ability. I believe it's a double activation, it seems. No. It just regenerates health every second, which is 1,600 every second for 5 seconds because it gets 5 pulse. Oh, actually, I guess it does all of that in... Okay, never mind. Okay. So it heals 400 and something, and then the final heal is that. So let's see. Illusionary Ambush. What the hell is this? Oh, wow. So you just teleport. Mirage Advance. So you pretty much, you know how Necromancer had Reaper, which turned it into a melee class. This is kind of what this is for them. Instead of doing physical damage, they do a lot of condition damage. Wow. This crystal, and I believe this crystal does something when you run into it, gives you quickness and stuff like that. And here's your elite, allows you to teleport around, so pretty much a crazy gap closer. But fighting people like this, like, it's really cool. Once you learn how to play this class properly, people won't know how to deal with you because you'll just be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, the damage that people will, like, you know, encounter would just be crazy. Like, see, you'll be all over the place, and look, you still have your clones over there, and it's hard to tell between you and the actual clones. Now, I'm sorry I'm not the best at this class, so I can't really, like, you know, show you guys proper stuff for this one, but you can kind of get the idea of how I'm switching targets and stuff like that, and just doing a crap load of damage to everything, and then my clones are still up, and people are just like, where's the actual guy? Like, you know what I mean? Still dying without ever being able to touch me at sometimes or whatever. And it's still tinky, as you can see all this health right here. So you're trading your shield for the axe, and you just do a crap load of condition damage, and it's absolutely beautiful. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I did, and I hope you guys learned a lot, and actually, you know, that's just what it is. Peace out.